Hi friends, it's Danielle here. I wanted to come on and do a video letting you know a few things regarding my Etsy shop and to show you that these journals are listed in my Etsy shop. Whenever you see this video on YouTube, they will be listed there. And to kind of chat with you and let you know what's coming up and what's going on. So as I'm talking, I'll kind of flip through these. There's not much to say. I will say that this kitten journal and the two daughter journals have been requested. So those, unless they change their mind, are not available, but the rest of them will be in the Etsy shop. And I'll flip through those first so they don't have to sit through the whole video if they don't want to. So what I do want to say at the beginning is I will be putting my shop in vacation mode from this Friday evening until for a week. So I'm not sure if I'll open it the following Friday or the following Saturday. Probably the following Saturday morning I will reopen my Etsy shop. So you won't be able to order anything. You can still contact me through messaging on Etsy or whatnot, but anything you see in there, if you want to purchase the items that are in there, then you'll want to purchase them and receive them before, like 2 weeks, I would say. Then you'll want to go in there and purchase them before Friday or before Friday evening, so you can have a chance to get those delivered. I will deliver up until, Saturday. So anything that's ordered on Friday will still go out, but if it's ordered, you won't be able to order past when I would be able to ship it out. So anyhow, these are the very simplified journals. There's just, lots of fun things in here. The number of pages and whatnot and the size will be listed in the description on Etsy, but there's scrapbook paper, wallpaper, greeting cards, hand-dyed paper, dictionary pages, lined paper, stationery. This is really cool wrapping paper, and those types of things. So I said I was going to go through the ones that are reserved first, so I'm going to do that. And these are all from Sunshine Line greeting card, and they do have some like little leather pleather type material on the spine, so that as they grow they can bulk out like this. If I were just to fold them flat, they would be more like alligator mouth. And I also had a very large, I've been really busy uploading and taking pictures of and packing some vintage sheet sets. So if you're on the hunt for vintage sheets, check out my shop. I have a few different options. There's some options with fat quarters, and then some that are like 6x6 squares. So I feel like I did a lot of looking around, and I feel like I have them very competitively priced, so very reasonably priced. It's kind of my whole collection of sheets, minus a few that I've found recently, and I'm sharing them with you guys. It was hard, but at the same time, I would be making journals with vintage sheets for the whole rest of my life if I didn't share them. So some of them are new, brand new from the package. Some of them were used, and I did launder all of them. In the description, you'll see that I say I am from a dog-friendly home. Do I have any pictures of my dogs really close by? I was going to show you a picture. I do have 2 miniature dachshunds, and I don't think I have a picture of them anywhere close by. Before kids, I would have had pictures all over my office of them, but anyway, they are black and tan, and they do shed. I believe they're not allergenic dogs, and I did the very best I could with trying to make sure there was no dog hair on them whatsoever, but I'm not going to promise that I didn't miss a strand or two. So if you see a little hair, it's from my little dachshunds. This journal is requested, and I am planning to, I'm planning to back these, some of these at least, to but not put a tab. I'll add some extras like some fabrics and I'll punch some tabs and stuff to put in the extra little goodie pack. I've started working on that. I haven't finished it, or I would show you. But all of the journals will come with a small embellishment set. I'm trying to keep the price down low, so it won't be too much, but I'm definitely never going to send you just a journal with nothing on the side, so that would be no fun. So just kind of keep that in mind. These don't have any tassels, so again, I'm just trying to keep them very budget friendly, easy access to anybody that would want one. And this one I mentioned I started for myself, but I just didn't feel motivated to use it, so I never finished it and never wanted to work in it. So all of these, I had big plans to do a lot of embellishing. I even have the beads for charms for all of them, and I just, for some reason, I don't know, I just didn't want to work on them anymore. So they need to go to homes where you guys will appreciate them and want to work on them and fill them up with lots of wonderful treasures. So after my vacation, I will be working on some vintage or, back to school journals. I have quite a few planned. I don't know how many I'll actually do. We'll have to see how much time I have. And at the same time, I'm going to be finishing up the playing cards, the playing card journals I shared a few videos ago. I had to kind of take a break after working on those and the other unembellished journals. I needed a break from sewing signatures, and I need to go back to doing my regular fun full out embellishing for a little bit. But in between breaks, I'm going to finish those up and I'll have those listed. I'm also doing a de-stash of some of my books, so you'll want to keep an eye out for that. I actually have the photos and the listings uploaded, and I just have them saved because I haven't written the description for the books yet. I don't know yet if I will have time to do that before I put my shop in vacation, or if it'll have to wait until after. But those will be coming soon. This is another little one signature greeting card journal with a lady. Some really pretty stationery. And then I want to start doing a little bit for Christmas, like just dabbling a little bit with getting my plans around and maybe making some tags or something just to give myself a head start. I don't know if I'll do any Halloween or fall journals yet. I do want to do some vintage sheet journals and a little bit different style than I've done before. Some really kind of shabby chic journals. I guess that's the best way I can describe it, would be shabby chic journals. And then I've mentioned I wanted to do some cottage core journals. I really want to work on that sewing binder. So I just have a lot of things in my mind. I'm trying to restrict myself and just start one set of projects at a time and focus on them, because otherwise something like this happens. Like these I started all at the same time as something else, and then I just didn't focus on them, and then it starts to get overwhelming. So I really do need to start just focusing on working on one group of journals at a time. This is some really pretty vintage trim. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, all of these books, with the exception of the greeting cards, are vintage gift books. And any of the pages that I have, I will send in your little goodie bag. There's some ledger papers in here, music papers, different stationaries. I was also thinking about putting, I had, a long time ago, I had some playing card packs put in that I sold in my shop as well. And those seem to be pretty well liked. I'm thinking of doing that again. I don't know if you guys want them like in smaller packs or bigger packs, or I'm trying to figure out like what's realistic for my time and, you know, what's actually doable. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the playing card situation, but I know I have a lot that I would like to share, so that I can get more variety and kind of de-stash a little bit. Basically, I like to have a lot of variety to choose from. And the way that I do that is to share my stash with you guys, so that opens my budget to get other ones that I don't have yet. So I do want to do that. And then I'm not promising, I have no idea when this will happen because this is going to be a huge time commitment. I have a ton of vintage wallpaper to cut up and put into packs. But that is definitely a time commitment. I'd love to be able to have them before Christmas. So that's what I'm shooting for, but I don't know. We're going to have to see. I have a lot of wallpaper to share, and I don't know if I showed the cover of this one. I also need to cut it up for my own sake because I need to cut it down into more manageable sizes so it's easier for me to grab and use and see what I have. So yeah, basically just trying to share more supplies with you guys. And create space for me to bring more in because I love making these little guys. Also, let me know in the comments if you guys think I should do some unembellished back to school themed ones, or if I definitely want to do some embellished ones, but if anybody thinks I should do any unembellished ones or partially embellished, or I don't know, I'd love your feedback in the comments, like what level of embellishment you like. Because I don't know, I see so many different things and I can get easily influenced by other people and what they're doing that I start to second guess myself. Like maybe people don't want as many embellished journals. I don't know. So this is a really, really neat book. Some really unique scrapbook papers. Like the images are really, really cute. I know I don't have this whole book to share. I'm hoping I have a few pages. I'm going to look through all my stuff, and anything that I have I will send, but I know I used some of the book pages from this book in my faith journals and in a custom journal I did a few years ago. So I know I don't have all of the pages, but they're just, the colored illustrations are so cute. If you make junk journals, tell me, when do you usually start Christmas stuff? Do you do it only during Christmas, or do you do it ahead of time? I know a lot of people like to do Christmas in July. I don't think that's going to happen for me. I may be able to come on and do one video or something making tags or something like that, but I don't see myself being that proactive to get a bunch done, because again, I wanted to do the back to school. Okay, so this one, I really love this book. I hope one of you guys likes it. I did do more embellishing in this one than I did the other ones, maybe similar to the one that I had started for myself. But this was a book, and I do know that I have some more of the pages of this book. it's The Spice of Life, and it had all of these quotes in the book, and it has really cool like retro, not retro, kind of retro groovy type illustrations, and the book is in really good shape. So I have some things clipped. I have a few of these little things, for example, that will be in your extra kit. There's some black rickrack here. There will be playing cards, and I will share some gum wrappers, some vintage gum wrappers. There's some labels. Again, I'm going to make these into either probably journaling cards. I want to provide some stitching. So I'm probably going to do some. Maybe I'll leave some, or I'll add extra scrapbook paper for you to have some to play with. But this is one of the pages from the book. Like this one, I don't know if you can read it. In most instances, all argument proves is that two people are present. So it's just these little like kind of quotes. And they have these, this is one of the book pages. And this is just so awesome. You could do so many things with this, like take a paint pen or a gel pen and color that in and journal up here. Like so many fun things to do with this. I have a little tally card paper clipped in here. This is a pocket. I did tie the signature in there. There's some hand-dyed paper, more playing cards. There's a postcard in here. Like all my groovy type playing cards. There's a little game piece and a Viewmaster. There's a doily, hand-dyed paper, another postcard. I think I have enough of these postcards to send one with each of the journals that it would match with. Like I'm not going to send a brightly colored postcard with one of these two. They will have their own type of, something that matches. But I'll try to put some fabric pieces in there, maybe one or two pieces of trim, that sort of thing, to give you a head start, or give you a little start to be able to work on. So I think that's all I wanted to share. Again, I want to emphasize that my shop will be going into vacation mode on Friday evening. So if you want to order anything, make sure you do that before Friday. Otherwise, you'll just have to wait until I reopen my shop the following Saturday, which is no problem for me at all. And don't forget to check out the vintage sheets. I thought about coming on here and showing you guys the vintage sheets, but they're all sealed, they're all packed, they're all ready to go in the mail, and you can see what they are based on the pictures and the Etsy listing. So so I will be back. I don't know if I'll be back before my shop goes into vacation mode to share the books or not. I'll try to if I have time and I can. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.